connecting you to our community. 11 Connects. Welcome to 11 Connects. I'm your host, Jen Lennon. Today I'm joined by Dorothy Sylvanik. She is the owner of Home Care Assistance. Welcome back, Dorothy.
Thanks for having us this morning, Jen.
So Dorothy, you always sort of bring great awareness to what we need to know about our loved ones this time of year, particularly our older loved ones and what we might be facing. So cold weather, what do we need to start considering as we're heading into the winter time for our older friends?
Well, this recent bout of cold weather certainly highlights that topic. I think one of the most important things for seniors is recognizing that staying warm is a real priority.
And more so than it might be for you or me.
Exactly. As we get older, our bodies just don't retain heat as well, and so seniors are frequently cold.
Okay.
When the weather gets cold, it's an even bigger problem. So not just wearing layers and having enough clothes on to stay warm, but oftentimes seniors will then turn the heat up, way up, to keep the house warm.
Okay.
They may supplement with a space heater, and those are two areas that tend to have some potential for problems. Space heaters can be a real fire hazard.
Of course, yes.
And when you turn your furnace way up, if you haven't had the furnace serviced and you don't have clean filters in there, it could also present a problem. So one of the things we want to make sure is that fire safety in the home at this time of year is
paramount.
Is paramount.
And I mean, sometimes space heaters, if they're forgetting to turn them off when they leave the home, things like that, or things get knocked over. So
it could just be a real serious situation.
Right.
This is a key time to do things like replace the batteries in a smoke alarm, replace the batteries in a CO2 monitor, and if a house doesn't have a CO2 monitor, many older homes don't.
Might not, yes.
There's many on the market that can either be plugged in or you can have a handyman come and install a CO2 monitor just to give you that extra peace of mind that if there is a problem, it's going to be caught when a response is possible.
And even with decorations, looking at older decorations, candles, things like that, making sure that everything's in good working order.
That everything is safe, yes.
Got it.
This is the time of year for that.
And then with the weather, I know just being safe getting out. And I'm sure falls must be a big issue at this time of year.
They are just terrible. So not only do we need to make sure that our seniors are dressed for the weather with enough layers on, with coats, mittens, hats, gloves, we also need to be looking at where are they going to be walking. Have we cleared the walkway? Is there ice and snow on the walk or on the driveway? Is there a way to ensure that they are on a dry and steady surface to help prevent those falls?
With good and proper shoes, probably.
With good and proper shoes. A slip on the ice is just a terrible thing for a senior because they can have broken bones, they can have...
and then health can deteriorate very quickly.
Very quickly after that happens.
Right. So that's why if you can't get into the home, having someone who can come in, check on these things, right? Basic things like maybe throwing down some salt, checking in on someone, making sure everything's safe, they're taken care of.
Yes, a real high quality caregiver is able to look around the house and say, yes, things look safe, we've replaced the batteries in our monitors, we've cleared off the driveway, the space heaters are plugged in a safe place where they're not going to fall over. They've got a tip over shut off on them. They're only on during certain times.
No frayed cords, nothing too old.
Just a real good safety look at the house. And by having someone come in on a regular basis, then you have that eyes on that the senior is staying warm, that they're healthy, that they have not caught a cold or a flu bug.
And literally someone to hold their arm as they walk out the door,
yes, exactly.
right? I mean, that's so important, little things like that, but we forget. So if folks are listening, they can always give a call and get things started.
They certainly can. We're happy to provide an over-the-phone consult, come out and visit people in their homes and really just help them assess the situation and come up with a good safety plan for their loved ones.
Well, thanks so much, Dorothy.